Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am Gus Marcondes, your global training manager here at NETGEAR. And today I brought you all here to hear some cool announcements we have been cooking in the background. Here I am with.
Hi Gus, Jeyanthan here from JAzeNetworks. JAzeNetworks does captive portal solutions which integrate with the NETGEAR.
Well done. So today we will talk about the captive portal business. We'll find out what it is and why do people need that. And then if you stick around, we will show you how easy it is in a few clicks to implement a Jaze network external captive portal via Insight, our cloud platform that manages all the hardware of the total network solution, our interoperable ecosystem. But before we go ahead, I'm curious, what is then a captive portal? Help us understand here, Jeyanthan.
So, whenever businesses want to provide Wi Fi access for their guest users and temporary users, we require a captive portal in order to securely authenticate and enable access for these guest users. And JS Networks provides a customized onboarding workflow in order to help securely onboard guest users and keep track of their usage for audit purposes.
So the captive portal, in other words, is that first landing page that we get when we try to access on the Wi-Fi of, let's say, a restaurant or a bar. Kind of that.
Absolutely, you're right, Gus. So, Captive Portal is basically a web page asking you to enter your username and password, or you can have a customized login form, or you can have a custom splash page with the business's branding and advertisement, and asking for, let's say, you can ask for a mobile number. We can authenticate with an OTP, and then allow users to go onto the internet.
I have so much experience with airports, so I know that some of the airports offer you that. People can customize and etc. So for the user is a very, very, let's say, VIP experience. But what would be the advantages for the businesses implementing a captive portal?
As you rightly said, airports, you typically see captive portals where you key in your mobile number, get an OTP, and then get access, which we support by enabling you to customize the look and feel of the page. You can customize what kind of ads you want to be you want to display on the page. And for businesses, we allow custom integrations through APIs. We have an API to create users, set their level of access, deactivate users who have left the network. So an external system can call our APIs and enable and disable access for guest users. Similarly, we integrate with third-party, databases. We integrate with hotel management softwares. We integrate with, softwares like typical ERP solutions which run at hospitals. Let me just give you a use case. So we have, a hospital which wants to provide guest Wi-Fi access for their patients, and they have an SSID where patients can connect to, and it will ask them for their UHID number, which is their patient ID. So once we get this UHID number, we validate this UHID number against the hospital's database, ensure that it's a valid UHID number and the patient is actually admitted in the hospital, and then fetch the mobile number of the patient from their database and then send an OTP to the end user. And once the patient keys in the OTP, they have access till they are admitted at the hospital. So we can provide such customized workflows for the end user in order to have a seamless Wi-Fi experience.
I think we've talked about what a captive portal is, why users and business should opt to have one, and what are the advantages. But what do you think is the differential of Jaze Networks? Why should people choose your company for that service?
We are in business from 2013, so it's been more than 11 years. And Captive Portal and Hotspot is our strong point. And this was the first product that we started with. And we have multiple deployments across different domains, ranging from hospitality to public Wi-Fi to enterprises to education, universities, and so on. Typically, the captive portal provided out of the box by NETGEAR Access Point just allows you to authenticate a user. It does not allow you to have custom workflows which enable the credentials to be fetched from an external repository or from Active Directory, or synchronize against let's say a PMS server, which is typically used at hospitality industry. So we enable seamless workflows and authentications in order to automate credential creation and delivering the policy for the end user's access and logging the usage of the user. Logging in the sense we log the IP address, the MAC address, what time they logged in and what time they logged out. So this is required from a compliance standpoint as well, and helps you seamlessly generate reports in order to get useful insights on what is actually happening on your network, how many users are connected, how much internet they have used, and so on.
Do a little quick demo of how can people configure the Jaze Network, let's say captive portal, using Insight. I'll grab my popcorn and watch here.
Absolutely, Gus. So here we have NETGEAR's Insight portal, and we have an access point sitting right here beside me. And this is added to an organization. And under the organization, we have Jay's office created. And we go over to wireless and we go to settings in order to configure the SSID. So we already have an SSID created here. So it's very simple. First, we set up an SSID. We give it a name, and we give it the security, and we set it to open. So users who connect to the SSID are connected without any password being prompted. And once they connect to the SSID, we will configure a captive portal in order to redirect them to the captive portal hosted with JAzeNetworks. So under captive portal type, we select external captive portal. And from the drop down, since JAzeNetworks is already integrated with NETGEAR's portal, we would select JAzeNetworks from the drop down here. And the Splash portal URL is configured, which is portal.jazenetworks.com/netgear. And for enabling the authentication with credentials on JAzeNetworks, we set up a radius-based authentication. We have our cloud-hosted authentication servers, the primary and secondary authentication servers, port numbers, and radius secret, which is entered under password. Similarly, we have the IP address and port numbers for the radius accounting servers. And that's about it. And we have a walled garden domain, which is star.jazenetworks.com, which allows NETGEAR to redirect to our cloud-hosted captive portal page. And that's about it. So you can go here under devices, and the SSID is configured on this AP. And you can go over to MAC address and have this MAC address copied. So you will need this MAC address in order to associate this AP with our JAzeNetworks portal. So this is the dashboard of JAzeNetworks. So here you can see, if you have live connected guest users, you can see how many devices are connected and their usage and how long they have been on your network. So in order to receive requests from the access point, we will need the MAC address of the access point, which we copied over from NETGEAR Insight portal. And we would go to routers here, and we will put in the MAC address of the router. It has already been added here, and we will choose the model as NETGEAR, and we can give any name to the access point for reference, and that would be it. Once you have the MAC address added onto JAzeNetworks dashboard, we will start receiving cap-to-port redirections from the AP to our portal, and we can set the authentication workflow. And and to set the authentication workflow, we go over to cap-to-portal configuration. So here you have many workflows you can choose from. So you can choose from a simple voucher-based login where you have pre-printed vouchers which are distributed to the guest users and they log in using that. Or you can have a custom splash page where you can have terms and conditions. Users accept the terms and conditions and go online. We also do social login where users can log in with their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn credentials. Then we have SMS verification where users key in their mobile number, they get an OTP on SMS, they put in the OTP and then they get access. And we have many configuration options to customize. So you can customize the complete look and feel with your logos. You can add HTML to this. You can have banners at the bottom. You can have ads which can be also displayed on the landing page. Then you can set the color scheme. You can set the font, and you can set any other text message that you want to display on this page. So pretty much options here to customize the look and feel of the page and what the end user will experience. So you can also preview how this page will look from here. So you can preview this on different devices, and the page automatically resizes and is responsive to the type of screen size that you're looking at. So I have a phone with me here, and I'll just turn on my Wi-Fi, and it says NETGEAR Jaze. So this is the cap-to-portal enabled SSID, which we will need to sign in on. So I click on sign in. So this gives me the cap-to-portal page that we just now customized and added the MAC address to our dashboard. So I can key in the mobile number here in order to get a OTP. So we have set the workflow to SMS verification. So once I say get SMS code, I should receive an SMS. And that's it. You're now connected to the internet, and you can browse and visit any website that you need.
Well, if you're excited on what you have seen today here and you want to start using Insight, please access or just type in on your web search Insight NETGEAR. If you want to start using the demo version, there is an online sandbox, or you can choose between the premium version or the Insight Pro. What about your customers? How can people access and start, with JAzeNetworks for their captive portals?
So you can go to www.JAzeNetworks.com, and you can click on register, and our sales team will contact you to understand your requirement and help you set up a POC with your own NETGEAR access points so that you can get a first-hand overview on how the solution works.
It's an honor for NETGEAR to partner with such a competent team. It was a pleasure for me to learn, another pleasure for me to see you navigating Insight in a few clicks. For everybody watching us, please check JAzeNetworks. We're going to put their website here. Check Insight as well if you are not yet a customer, but if you are a customer, start using JAzeNetworks right now. Thank you very much, Jeyanthan. Have a great day.
Thank you, Gus. Thanks for having us.